With all the online wars between men and women, I'd like to say a few things to help both teams out. A bit about myself. I live in New York and I've spent over a decade in the US and a decade in Canada and a few years in Europe. As you can guess, I'm not from the United States. But having been successful on this continent, I feel I can weigh in and attempt to help both men and women. Men. Any girl is gettable, but it depends on how you approach it. What I mean by this is, if you're willing to put in the effort, or do you want to be wooed, or do both of you want to meet each other halfway, which is the best way, to be honest. Being single or having only a pet isn't good enough. We are social beings, and pair bonding is a cornerstone requirement of ours that needs to be met. It benefits all kinds of men, short, tall, thin, fat, to follow some simple steps to look after yourselves. Drink water, work out, get outdoors, have at least one meaningful social interaction each day. This will go a long way in improving your mental and physical health. Don't Mgtow. There seems to be a lot of negativity directed towards dating and marriage these days, and while some of it is warranted, it doesn't mean you reject marriage as a whole, because guess what? Women want to marry too, and they want to marry fairly, which means that they're willing to get a prenup, pitch in financially, split gender roles. Don't believe social media. Half of it is fake. The recent notoriety of tech bros should be an indication of the superficiality of social media and its capacity to brainwash the younger generation. Go on a social media cleanse every now and then. Again, this will do wonders in helping your mental health. Personally, I don't use social media, but it's difficult to navigate YouTube these days without encountering TikTok, Twitter, or some other social media app. Women, be honest to yourselves in every way. Don't have ridiculous financial and physical expectations from your partner. If you do, make sure you bring something equally valuable to the relationship. Otherwise, the barter just doesn't add up in the eyes of your partner. Women are risk-averse and nurturing, which means that they look for a source of stability for them to completely be themselves, but at the same time, they need to get a reality check of their expectations. Otherwise, they are setting themselves up for disappointment. If you can meet a man halfway, he will go above and beyond to please you. Men are wired to exaggerate their reciprocations at the sight of a relatively small reward in this context. So you could use that to your advantage, but it's actually to both your advantages. Be kind. Seems like a catch-all and lazy term, but when your self-preservation instinct kicks in, women tend to be rude and hurtful to everybody in the vicinity. Consciously reminding yourselves of this can do great things for your relationship. Don't look for a relationship. This applies to men and women. It will come to you. Don't like, share, or subscribe. Instead, go out there and talk to each other. Until next time.